Hey, baby.
Hi.
What's up?
Everything's okay. I'm just trying to get some sun because it came to my window now.
Nice.
Anybody here?
Just Jeremy.
Oh, from last time?
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm sure a couple more people will come in as we go along.
Yeah, we'll just chat.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody listen to him because he said that in the comments. Nobody shows so I can get one-on-one feedback.
Yeah, true. I'm sure more and more people will show up as we keep doing them.
Oh, for sure.
Hello,
Hey, Jeremy.
Hi.
how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good.
Feels like almost spring here.
Yeah, for us
Oh,
too.
yeah.
We
Where
got
are you
some.
guys now? You seem to travel a lot.
Yeah, we do. We're in Canada right now. We're in close to Vancouver, sort of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's been a nice day yesterday and today, so hopefully,
we got to go for a walk.
yeah, sunny out. I'm
Yeah,
trying to get some sunshine in here on the side.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah. We'll see if this maybe we might end this early if kind of nobody else comes. But I mean,
Yeah.
feels like I want to keep the like community aspect. I want to make the community feel like it has some type of aliveness to it. And so I think that more and more people hopefully will come to this. I mean, it's a good opportunity for anybody who has a podcast and is trying to, you know, get shit done.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, for now it's just you. So what's up?
So I recommend you to two different people. One guy's had a podcast for a long time,
Okay.
um, and one guy is thinking about starting one.
Sweet. Yeah.
So
Appreciate that.
hopefully they'll
Thank you.
reach out.
Yeah,
Amazing.
yeah. Get them in this community.
Yeah, at the very least, start listening to your podcast. So
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Hey, we have a person. Uh Brett in Denver. Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay. Fire away, man. What's happening with you?
I don't have really many questions. I am pulling the trigger on changing my name, which
Oh,
is
you
going to
are
be,
gonna do it.
yep, I'm doing it. And
Okay.
the big reason is because then I can tie other things together to it rather than having the name of a podcast that's different than the name of my business. And I want to
Yeah.
write a book, so I really just want everything under the same name and simplify my life. So,
Yep.
Yeah, that
So
makes
so
sense.
I'm doing it.
what's the name that you're gonna switch to?
Neuroconversant leadership.
Neuroconversant leadership. Cool. And
So
that's like your business as well?
yeah, so I do leadership training, and a lot of it ends up being for engineers. So
Mm.
the communication is really about, I don't love the term neurodivergent, but it's just so commonly used now. So a
Hmm.
lot of it is about how difficult it can be to communicate if you are neurodivergent,
Yeah.
which a lot of scientists, doctors, engineers are. So that's kind of my focal point. So
Hmm.
even though the name doesn't necessarily make people say, I know what that is, it at least gives them an idea, and it's easy way to pull everything together for me.
Yeah, cool. That's really great. I think are you gonna do like an episode or something to sort of kind of tell people like, hey, this is not gonna
Yeah.
be a podcast at all like what it was before, or like the name and yeah.
It's still going to be very similar, actually.
Okay. Just the name
It will
switching.
change a little bit of who I invite as guests, but most of what I talk about will be the same.
Cool. And so you're gonna put an episode together to tell people that it's switching.
Yeah, that's this week's episode, and I have the web page, and I'm putting it together now, and we'll have it ready by the time I announce it.
Cool.
So
Cool. Um, how's your how is your show doing? Like on the downloads or just, you know, feedback that you're getting, or like
people
are
who
you have an audience?
yeah, it's not big. and I get more listeners on YouTube than I do through Spotify.
Okay.
And then a number of people, like the shorts and things that I put up on YouTube, will, get way more. And then some people just watch the shorts to pick up little bits, and some people watch the whole thing. So it's not a huge following, but you know, getting there. And people who listen to it like it. So I get
Mhm.
good feedback, just not enough people listen.
Mm-hmm. Are you what are you doing specifically to try and grow it?
I don't really know what to do. So I put stuff on Instagram, not as regularly as I should. Instagram, YouTube, some on LinkedIn. Um, I've not really started interviewing people who I'd like to have as clients yet.
Mm-hmm.
But with the name change, I think that'll be more of a focus, because I'll focus more on people who have. So far, I've been interviewing people who are experts on a topic,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to start interviewing people who are kind of the target demographic and have been through stuff and learned things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Instagram and YouTube Shorts and stuff. Especially Instagram. Instagram's not great for trying to get the word out about the podcast. Like, especially clips. We like even in our business, like we've almost pulled the trigger on stopping doing clips. Like myself for my show. Some clients want it really bad, but I could kind of take it or leave it. And it's because one of the reasons is just because like it's just not the ideal form of content for a place like Instagram. And the other thing with Instagram is that, you know, Instagram wants you to create content that's just valuable in and of itself, not that links back to a podcast or to something else, because they don't want people to go anywhere other than stay on the platform.
Yeah.
And so as a place to promote a podcast, it's kind of crap. Like it's not so good. So that's sort of where like one of the best ways that people do it is they build email lists. Like, do you have an email list that you send episodes to?
Um, I don't send episodes to it, but I am building an email list, and I've done one or two email send like newsletter type things
Mm-hmm.
where I talk about it. I did one through LinkedIn, so I have that set up, but I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, the
I've
LinkedIn newsletter.
Yeah,
Yeah, we do
so
that
I've
too.
kind of been waiting to figure out what I want to do with the name change before really doing too much more of that. So I
Mm-hmm.
think I'd like to get to doing a monthly, maybe email and then LinkedIn newsletter.
Yeah, I would like only do like a few things. Like I would probably drop Instagram altogether because even you said like you're having troubles keeping up with it and it's just not like it's just not where you're going to see the biggest bang for your buck. Like there's massive podcasts that simply just don't even take the time to put it on Instagram because it's just not just doesn't really get people to the show. But like I know that email list is like the single best way to tell people about a podcast episode. And we had a client actually who has a list of like 10,000, I think. And he said that if he would email his list the episode compared to when he wouldn't email his list, it was like 10 downloads compared to like 1,000.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Yeah.
and the way to do that in the email list with your email list is to have a really good hook for the subject line. So I don't have an email list, but I have the community. And when I want people within the community to, go over to um my new podcast episode, it's all about the hook, right? Like it's all about what's in the subject line.
Okay.
And so just like I feel like if you were to just focus like on the podcast, if you were like to just focus on like building an email list and sending the weekly episodes out, breaking the episode down into like its most important, like most valuable takeaways for the readers, if you're able to get like 5 or 10 people listening per email that you send out, then it's a huge opportunity for growth for the show. And then if you combine that with a really honed in ideal listener, like you're the exact person that this show is for, like neurodivergent engineers or something like that who are in leadership positions. It's like,
Mhm.
if I'm a neurodivergent leadership position engineer, I'd be like, holy crap, like, man. And then I get come back for the next one and the next one and the next one, right? Because
Hmm.
people have options for content. So they, if you show them that this is like a really tailored option, I feel like getting the listener honed in and then having a really focusing on the email list and dropping the clips altogether. Like, I just wouldn't even post clips, to be honest. I would just like get rid of them. I think it's just a waste. I think mostly it's a waste of time, especially if you're doing it yourself and you don't have a team doing it. If you had a team doing it and you had some money to spend, I'd be like, why not? But if you're doing it yourself, I'd be like, run the opposite direction from clips because people just like overvalue them so much. And
That's right. Yeah.
but one thing that you could try, because I just interviewed a dude who has like one of the fastest growing podcasts in the fitness space, not fitness, like health and nutrition space, and he said that the biggest driver for growth has been posting 5 to 7 minute horizontal clips on YouTube. So breaking the episode up with one clip that talks about like a specific section of the episode
Hmm.
and using that as sort of like, you know, that's like a longer piece of content, but it's not as long as a podcast. So someone would be more willing to click on that. Then if they like that, then they'll click on your longer episodes. And then you start building that listener. So you kind of mini sell them. You sell them once with the email, and then you sell them with the 5 minute clip, and then they're sold on the full episode. And now you've got like a proper listener. Um, that's an idea that, like if you were to spend time doing any video stuff and you're saying that you're getting some action on YouTube, that's where I would focus my attention. I would drop YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels altogether, and I would just do email list and the 5 to 7 minute YouTube videos, um, and really focus on the guests that you bring on and who your listener is, and building those, like, like you'd rather build one repeat fan than get 50 people who only listen to one episode,
Right.
right? So really, like, you know I mean, like you for our show, like our podcast, right? Like, we'd rather have 5 of you than 50 people who, just see one title they like and pop in and then never listen
Never come
again,
back. Yeah.
right? So, yeah, that'd be my 2 cents, man, because growing the podcast is obviously like that's the hardest part by far, you know?
Yeah. It's interesting. I had a guy on a couple weeks ago who was a retired neurosurgeon,
Mm,
and so he put some stuff on Instagram. I put it there, and I collaborated with him. So he put it on. A friend of mine called me. She's like, "Holy crap! This guy Gary knows your podcast and he loves it. How did he hear about it?" I'm like, "Well, he was a guest." So she used to work with him and knew him and loved him. So it's a very small world. He lives in North Carolina. She works at Johnson & Johnson Spinal something something.
crazy.
So had done work with him. But I'm like, so I'm kind of a big deal. She's like,
Yeah, great. Great, man. Well, I don't know. You're sticking to it. So you're doing better than, a lot of other people.
yeah, it's something. And
Yeah,
it's fun. And I learn a lot. So it's all good.
that's the other thing too. Yeah. Like, even just the last couple interviews that I did with people who have podcasts that they've grown was like so many things. I was just like, because you're getting it's like you're getting a one-on-one coaching call with your guest, you know? You get all these, they answer everything, and it's like you're just educating yourself while also doing the interview. That's one of the parts that I really love.
Yeah, same. I've learned so
Would
many things from a podcast, like from just interviewing other people. It's crazy.
would you ever consider doing this live?
This
Um,
call,
yeah, like on live on LinkedIn or one of those places.
I I actually thought about lives, but it's maybe just like the logistics that I'm just like, like how do I get it there and also in the community, and you know?
Yeah. So I think, and you know more than I do. So if you do it through like Riverside, then they've got an option of having it be like simulcast effectively, but you can
Yes.
also be recording it.
Yeah, so actually maybe I could swap this calendar to Riverside. I guess that would only make it, because I also like I want people not just in like a live thing, but like, because people need to actually join the call to have their video on.
Mhm.
And then if their video's on, then we can actually interact with them. But if they're just in a live chat, like on Facebook or something, yeah, I'm just wondering, because like a lot of our coaches and mentors, they do this exact thing. So I don't know why they don't go live on the platforms as well, but I'm assuming there's some reason. You know what I mean?
So yeah, if someone in your community has ever done it, or you can make them try it, then I'd love
Mm-hmm.
to learn how it works.
Yeah. Yeah, good point. I've been thinking about live a lot lately, actually, like even doing podcast episodes live, but yeah, I haven't gone there yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of everything. We can probably just call it early and just keep going week after week. I'm positive that this will be something that will get a lot of people in here at some point.
Yeah.
Keep on
You
plugging
know,
away.
we all need to just keep on plugging.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
So cool.
Cool, Jeremy.
Then
Thanks for
thank you
showing
so
up, man.
much.
Yeah, yeah,
Have
of
a great
course.
rest of your day.
Yeah, you too.
You too. Bye.
Yeah.